From policy changes, improving the city's reputation, and making headway on securing a future water source, a lot has happened within the Wichita Falls city limit signs. But before they tackle new challenges in the new year, we highlight those changes in our local government.
There's no further business before this council. Merry Christmas, and we are adjourned.
And with that, city business is done for the year 2024, but it wasn't smooth sailing for the 7-member council. In May, the city had their fingers crossed, while at the same time, so did landowners in Clay County. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality took up the decision for Lake Ringgold. In the end, TCEQ sided with the city issuing state permits to build the reservoir.
It's evidence that the city of Wichita Falls met our burden to show that we meet all the state rules and regulations for this water permit for Lake Ringgold.
Well, certainly we want to be good neighbors to our friends of Wichita Falls. It was disappointing to see that they overruled the judge's opinion. You very seldom see that, but it's discouraging, but it's not defeating.
In September, multiple landowners filed this lawsuit in Travis County to overturn TCEQ's decision. Councilors were set to begin the federal application for Section 404 through the Army Corps of Engineers, but have postponed the process to spring 2025. As a campaign promise, Mayor Tim Short revisited the controversial trash collection ordinance, which passed in 2022. July began with opening discussion among city leaders and business owners.
This all had to do with being more business friendly.
By August, councilors amended the ordinance, which some believe was a step in the right direction.
I think we have some city council and the mayor here that are really working to move this in the right direction. As long as that form of work, commercial or residential, and we're good to go, then I love it 100%.
In August, Darren Leiker resigned from the city manager position after 19 years and 22 with the city. By August 20th, council appointed Paul Menzies as acting city manager, then 2 months later hired James McKechnie as interim. He assumed duties on November 6th. Council has hired a firm to help find the next permanent city manager.
He or she can just handle the business of the city. The formal search for a city manager will begin soon. It will be thorough, and it will take as long as it takes. We have an opportunity to do great things.
On the tail end of Senate Bill 1145, councilors work to provide quality child care for the city, giving qualified child care centers 100% tax exemption. Multiple center owners spoke on the struggles from closing centers, raising prices, and losing staff due to wages.
It's such a city problem. If we don't have quality care, people can't go to work. I have 87 on my waiting list for my infants, just infants, not counting all my other classrooms.
Texas Senator Drew Springer calling the bipartisan bill a win for working Texans.
I was excited to see Wichita Falls do it.
Public safety departments remain on the forefront for the city. As the police department faces a shortage, the city budgeted an 11% salary increase across the department to address the issue.
That's getting good quality applicants and not cutting standards. I think that we can still get that quality person, and I think the citizens are owed that.
While those in red took to voters on collective bargaining and arbitration.
Collective bargaining is a tool that allows us to sit across from our city administration and sit down and talk about working conditions, safety, fair and comparable wages, benefits, all of those things, and and provide our firefighters with things that I think citizens think we already have.
The two props passed favorably. The city also improved its reputation, the city joining over 900 communities nationwide as a Purple Heart city.
We are here today because of the lengthy administrative process completed by the community.
Multiple signs now displayed around the city, a move veterans say bring more light to those who served.
I'm thinking that what they'll see that they'll see that they recognize that, that's a Purple Heart. Oh, I know somebody that got Purple Heart, and they recognize that they've been through what they've been through.
And lastly, a 3-candidate race for Wichita Falls City Councilor at large ended with a runoff after none of the candidates received the votes to win outright. Sam Pack won the popular vote by razor-thin margins ahead of Austin Cobb. On the runoff election day, no clear winner could be determined yet, as 45 votes separated the two as the county waited for outstanding mail-in ballots. A week later, Cobb was declared winner.
I feel excited. I think the city has a ton of momentum, and I'm going to be excited to get on board and continue to push the city forward.
With a close on city business for the year, more challenges are ahead in 2025. The first city council meeting of the new year is scheduled for January 7th, 2025. That's when Austin Cobb will be sworn in as councilor at large.